Disclaimer: all the character incidents are fictional. Everything is imaginary in this FF, so don't compare with your own life. It's just based on imagination, not on reality. You walked into his office room. You were a bit nervous. You was holding a glass of water in your one hand, and on the other hand, you were holding your phone. You were not paying much attention when you was going, and then you bump into the desk. Before you could pick that up, you saw the water splash everywhere. His important papers where he had been working caught on successfully, and you got frozen. We were already not close enough, and he doesn't like me at all. Just because of my clumsiness. And today, after 2 weeks of our marriage, he told me a little thing to bring a glass of water for him. And look, what have I done? He looked up at me. I could tell he was trying hard to not to get mad at me. His gaze were stuck on my face, and his face stayed calm, almost too calm. Um, I'm, I'm really sorry. Your hand started to frozen in tension. He signed and slowly get up. It's okay. He grabbed the napkin and carefully cleaned the papers. Such a mess sometimes. You signed and muttered. It's fine, he said. That's made you looked at him. You blinked your eyes and smiled softly. Next time try to hold the glass with both hands. Your throat got dry in embarrassment, but you nodded. You looked around at his office room when you spoke. I always wanted to be a CEO, but my dad is a just. You walked towards the window. He stares at you for a few seconds, but he didn't spoke. Will you let me be a CEO? Hmm? You have to complete your studies first. You rolled your eyes. I hate that. I don't want it to be a CEO. Just forget it. You signed and rushed out. He blinked until you disappeared, and then he chuckled. Stupid. And then he looked at those papers and he sighed. "Ugh, control, Jungkook. Take a deep breath." And then he clenched his feet. But then he took a deep breath and sat back on the chair. Days passed. You started to distance yourself from him, not to show him any stupidity again. Mostly he went to his office before you wake up, and you fell asleep before he comes home. Life was going perfectly when your father appears. Your stepfather actually was a gentleman. He raised you as his own daughter, after your mother, and he used to work for Jungkook. But after high school, he passed away. But you never knew he already chose him for you. He promised your stepfather that he will marry you after you complete your studies. But he passed away after your high school and after your biology father took you with him. And of course he can't say anything to him. And few days ago your father talked to him about your marriage with him. It seemed like a normal wedding, but your father actually you to him. And today he came to your house when Jungkook was not here, and now he was sitting in the front of you. He was enjoying his meal when suddenly he spoke. Your husband seems a rich man. You shifted your gaze to him. I wanna go back to Greek, but I don't have money for ticket and visa. That I really don't have anything. Come on, just look around. You are living in this mansion. Oh, you are wearing a diamond ring. That's my wedding ring. I'm your father. Can't you give me a wedding ring? You got up. Dad, please. You clear your throat, and when he got up, you pulled the chair. You stepped back, but your dress got stuck in the chair and you fell down. Just then, he walked to you. He held your hand tightly and snatched that ring from your finger. You'll never understand me whenever I try to be polite. And he walked out. He came back home, and the first time, after days, he didn't saw you sleeping like before. He stepped inside. You were sitting on the bed. He locked the door and stepped towards the side table. Are you alright? You quickly looked at him from your phone screen. Your heart beat faster. You thought he might find out about whatever happened in the morning. Yeah, but why you are asking? He took off his watch and then unbuttoned his coat. Because usually you fell asleep at this time. You blinked. Oh. After that, he went inside the bathroom and you placed your phone on the side table and lay down. You had to, but you did not. I already give you all my salary. I'm doing another part-time job. That's for myself. Please, you can't take this. He twisted his eyebrows. First, you hide. You are doing another job. And second, you are not giving me your salary. How dare you? He pushed you inside and picked up your purse. And before you came out, he locked the door. Plus, he turned off the lights from outside. You were sleeping when he came out from the bathroom. Before he walked to the mirror, his eyes shifted towards you, and he smiled. I know that. He dried his ears and came towards the bed. He laid beside you. He was about to sleep, but you moved to the other side, and his eyes opened. He blinked his eyes for a few times, and then he closed his eyes again. And when he was about to sleep again, you again moved to the other side. Why can't you just... But his words got stuck in his throat when he saw you. You were sweating, your face pale. He blinked his eyes. His heart melted. Dad, open the door. I'm scared, please. His heart stopped for a moment. Ryan, he softly called your name. As he saw you sweating, he quickly sat up. He poured water into the glass and turned to you. Ryan, you opened your eyes when he pat on your cheeks. Get up, drink this. You blinked your eyes even though your Varian was still blurry. You forwarded your hand to hold the glass of water, but he didn't let you. He brought that glass near your lips, and you took a sip. Are you okay? You looked at him and placed that glass back to the side table, even though you can't see him clearly, but you nodded. You wiped your face and lay down. He was staring at you until you fell asleep, and then he laid beside you. He couldn't help but just stares at you. Suddenly, his eyes widened when you fronted your eyebrows like you were scared. He's having nightmares, I think. He closed his eyes, but his heart stopped after he heard you. Dad, that's my wedding ring. You can't take this. What is she talking about? He shifted his gaze to your hand, and his expressions changed. That's a little shocking for me. You are here at this time. Please have a seat. Jungkook sat on the couch. He took off his coat and folded his sleeves. He cleared his throat. What happened? He shook his head. Tea or coffee? He rubbed his forehead. My wife. She's having nightmares, you know. He shifted his gaze towards your father, who bit his lips. He sat in the front of him. Oh, and I heard you took her wedding ring. She might lost that ring somewhere and now she's lying. I didn't said she said you took her wedding ring. I mean, without saying anything else, Jungkook placed an envelope on the table. Let's make a deal. Take this and give that ring back. He was about to pick that envelope when Jungkook grabbed his wrist. Did you ever her? I never. He pulled that envelope and spoke. Okay, you are lying. You can't have that. She was doing a job. Your father quickly picked that envelope. She's just 19. His vein popped out, but he breathed and tried to control his anger. Ring. Oh, yeah, wait. He rushed inside to his room. Chungu quickly picked up his phone. Yeah, he confessed everything and now come inside. Just then, police officers came inside as your father walked out. They caught him. What are you doing? Jungkook, what is happening here? He walked to him and snatched that ring from his hand. That ring belongs to my wife. Got it? You wake up in the morning and you sat up on the bed. As you looked at your hand, your eyes widened. That ring. You got shocked and confused in at the same time. You went downstairs but you saw him there. He was having his breakfast. You walked to the dining table and sat beside him. Are not you going office today? He spoke without looking up at you. Yesterday you was having nightmares. You sleepwalk. Sorry. And stop hiding things. I'm your husband, not your enemy who will never understands you. Your jaw dropped, but also your phone on the floor from your lap. You looked at the floor at your phone. What? No. You quickly sat on the floor. But your phone screen, you broke your phone actually. Get up, have your breakfast. Breakfast? I broke my phone. Do you have any idea? Okay, but at least have your breakfast. No, what will I do without my phone? You can simply buy another phone. Why so worry? But I don't have money. He bent down, held your arm. Get up, sit here. Who I am? Jungkook. Who I am to you? Husband. Yes, of course, if I have money, that's yours too. But you don't like me. Do you? Then how can I say? If it's yours, then it's mine too. He got paused. He doesn't like you, but he never scold you. He never admit that, but he do care about you. He can't believe, but he was possessive about you. Is it love, or love has to express through those three words? I'm ending this here because I don't think कि मेरा हर FF उन 3 words पर end होना चाहिए. वैसे कन्फेस भी करा सकते हैं, मोटिवेशन पे डिपेंड करता है. इस वक्त ही सेंड करना ज़रूरी है क्योंकि आज FF अपलोड करना है. सो कमेंट सेक्शन में मोटिवेशन चाहिए, बोनस पार्ट लिख दूंगी मैं.